Welcome to today's video on building unshakable confidence. Confidence is more than just belief in ourselves. It's something that keeps us moving forward, even when life doesn't go as planned. In this video, we'll explore why confidence isn't just about hitting your goals and accomplishing everything you set out to do, but it's about staying resilient in the face of setbacks and just being able to keep going. That's what confidence really is. So we're going to dive into the key steps for lasting confidence and improve our skills and competence, right? We're going to find mentors who believe in us. We'll talk about staying focused on positive messages that help us grow. And if you're ready to build a confidence that's steady and enduring, then let's get started. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get more tips on achieving your best self. Confidence is the belief in one's ability to achieve a desired outcome, but it doesn't guarantee we're going to be successful in every attempt. Confidence must be resilient with success and with failure. And confidence, and this is important to know, is a skill. It can be developed. It's not something that we're innately born with. We can do it as long as we work hard on developing it. Understanding the nature of confidence. Confidence is faith, not certainty, right? It's not that we know for sure that this is going to happen or that we can do it. It's the belief in that, right? And confidence fuels our action, but it doesn't ensure outcomes. And that's where the resilience comes in. But all sorts of people don't succeed every single time, even though overall they're successful human beings, right? We see that with athletes, entrepreneurs, business people, people in relationships, right? But resilience is key when it comes to confidence, right? We want to believe in ourselves even when things don't go our way, and that's something we need to develop. And to do so, we got to embrace failure as an ability to grow and develop rather than something that just should diminish our confidence. But confidence, like motivation, will fluctuate. Ups and downs have effect on confidence, but we want to work hard to make sure that we adapt and we stay as confident as possible. Developing competence to build confidence. There's a competence continuum. The more competent you become at something, the more confident you feel, right? So that's sort of one of the things when you want to build your confidence, you got to work really hard at being good things. That's going to amplify your confidence. Skill building in general will help us be more confident. So how do we build our competence? Well, for example, we go to courses, we work with coaches, we go to events, we read, we learn, we surround ourselves with the right people. Continuous learning is one of the most powerful things that anybody can do who wants to achieve amazing success. But it also really has a dramatic positive impact on your level of confidence if you're always learning. So regular practice and improvement strengthen both your skills and your confidence. But we do want to avoid overconfidence, okay? And the way we do that is by being willing to be lifelong learners. Maintaining faith and perspective. We need to trust in positive outcomes. And again, trust doesn't mean they're always going to happen, right? We are going to have setbacks, times that we fall short. But we want to trust and be confident that we're going to keep trying even when we do come across things that hold us back or we don't accomplish exactly what we want. But confidence involves the possibility of success despite uncertainty, right? It believes in the possibility of success despite some uncertainty. You got to understand, you can be confident and understand that things might not always work out exactly the way you want them, especially on your first attempt, right? But you can't let things like that ruin your confidence. Confidence means it didn't, I accept it, and we're going to adjust and we'll change a little bit to make sure that we can continue to move forward and we get a better result the next time. But you got to accept that life is unpredictable, right? But that shouldn't diminish your confidence. Life's setbacks or challenges or issues, they don't negate your ability or your potential, and that's why you should remain confident even in those situations. But again, confidence involves facing uncertainty with faith rather than doubt. Confidence needs to be a long-term habit. And again, remember that. It is not something you either have or you don't. It is a skill that can be developed. It is a habit that you can develop. A key part of being confident is focusing on positive and aspirational messages. And the first part of that is limit negative self-talk. We all have that voice in our head that tells us what we can't do, or we're just not worthy, we're just not capable. In order to really maximize your confidence, you got to learn how to limit that negative self-talk, because confidence erodes when we let those little voices go crazy in our heads. And then that leads to us getting stuck or even regressing. But certainly it doesn't help us move forward to our goals. So instead of that negative self-talk, you want to prioritize aspirational thinking. What is possible, right? What can I achieve? I know it might not be right now. It might take a while, but what is it that we're actually capable of? That's the aspirational thinking that you need to replace your negative self-talk with. So you want to embrace messages and influence that align with your personal growth. Find those sources of info, find those things that inspire and motivate, and let them help you stay on track and build your confidence. This goes with a goal-focused mindset, a growth mindset. Those are the type of things you need to work on developing. But you want to focus less on the obstacles and more on the path to achieving your goals, because that's how you're going to develop more confidence, right? Through goal-oriented actions and habits. Now, while confidence is essential, there are two things you do want to avoid, and that's overconfidence and complacency. And we've all found ourselves in both of those situations, but both of those will prevent us from accomplishing our goals. So again, with that overconfidence, you got to recognize the line between appropriate confidence and hubris, right? Once we recognize where that line is, we can stay confident without going into the area of overconfidence, which again will be damaging on our quest to hold goals. Now, accomplish goals. Now, confidence, it doesn't mean overstating one's abilities, but it means belief in ourselves and belief in what we're capable of. You always want to stay humbled and grounded, okay? It's so funny because sometimes people see somebody who's really humble or grounded as somebody maybe who's not as confident. Oh no, the most confident people are very humbled and very grounded, because humility and understanding people's own limitations, understanding our limitations are a key to confidence, right? Now there's complacency, right? And that's just being happy with the way things are, even if they're not where we want them to be. Now we want you to be happy, don't get us wrong, but it's easy to be complacent because it's comfortable, it's safe. But that doesn't breed confidence, right? It's complacency. It's lack of confidence. We're just going to stay here because it's comfortable, even if it's not where we want to be. So we want to make sure that we avoid complacency, right? And we do it by constantly striving to improve. That growth mindset, knowing we can always develop and get better. And that comes from a balance of confidence and preparation. Now, the overconfidence is when we're just super confident, but we're not really prepared. We just assume something will happen, and that never works out, right? But confidence is not the only thing, right? It's important and it's essential, but without effort and diligence, you'll never have proper confidence, right? Confidence is maintained by a strong work ethic, not assumptions of guaranteed success. Building confidence as a lifelong practice. Treat confidence as a skill to practice, right? You're not confident right out of the gate. It is a skill, a habit. And by the way, let that inspire you. Far too often in life, we look at other people and assume they're just certain things and they're just born that way, and we're not that way. That's a bad narrative, right? You can be confident, even if you're not confident right now. You got to believe that. That's the first step in confidence, is believing eventually you can be confident, right? But it is a skill. It can be developed, practiced, honed, and you can get very, very good at it. And confidence isn't static, right? You don't just all of a sudden become confident and you stay that way no matter what happens. It's something that requires continuous nurturing. So again, make confidence a daily habit through self-affirmation, reflection. Think about at the end of the day, was I confident today? Where could I have been more confident? How can I improve my confidence? And when you have setbacks, use those as learning opportunities to improve your confidence, right? Because every challenge, right? Every issue, every problem, every hurdle, every roadblock that we have is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to build more resilience and gain more insights, right? So reframe all of those, reframe those setbacks, and let those strengthen confidence over time. Create a daily personal confidence routine. Serena is huge on routines, on habits and routines and action plans, right? So create that personal confidence routine, right? Your daily habits, your journaling, your self-reflection, all those things you can do that reinforce your confidence. And then revisit your goals, right? And progress to build trust in yourself that you can accomplish those goals. So confidence is foundational, right? But it must be actively built and maintained. Again, you aren't just confident out of nowhere. It takes a long time of learning this skill, developing this skill. And then once you get there, if you don't do the right things to maintain it, create that self-confidence routine, that daily things you do to make sure you maintain it, you will lose it, right? So you've got to work on it, grow it, build it, and then do things to maintain it. Because at the end of the day, true confidence comes with a belief in oneself and a willingness to face uncertainty. Confidence doesn't mean you're going to know what's going to happen, right? You can predict the future, but you're still confident in the face of that uncertainty. So you're going to build confidence through competence, support systems, positive focus, humility, and regular practice.